Here's another aspect of Obama's agenda. Look, Romney hasn't released his tax returns. You know why Obama is demanding that Romney release his tax returns? Because Obama wants to show his base what a tax return looks like. You know, you may feel very inclined to get yourself involved in a political process. You're going to watch the Republican National Convention events in Tampa, and you listen to this program, and you think, you know, I really want to be more involved. I like listening to the program and getting all revved up here, and I'm going to vote, but I want to do more than that. And as you watch the convention, every person you'll see and hear about on the convention floor, and then you'll hear the wise men and women in the media doing all the analysis of what you're hearing, and you go, gee, I want to do that. Well, I'll tell you something. When you watch what's going on the convention floor, understand that there are, for every person you see, there are 20 people you don't see that are at that convention, and they may not be on the floor. They may not be delegates, but they're in Tampa, and they're attending meetings. They're doing rallies. They're setting up events. They're getting involved. They are part of the action behind the scenes. You just don't see them on television. And when the convention's over, they all go home and get back to work at the grassroots level in their communities and in their neighborhoods to start putting into motion what was decided strategically at the convention. Now, you're going to be watching that convention, and I just want you, as you watch it, understand that for every person you see, there are 20 people you don't, and they're involved. They're not stars. I mean, they're not getting a lot of notoriety for what they do, but they're important, and they're crucial, and they're following their passion, and they're doing more than just voting. And a lot of them are there because of being discovered by FreedomWorks or having discovered FreedomWorks, grassroots organization that is busy helping citizens in every state be prepared, get involved, and helpful to the conservative candidates that are going to make a difference for us in the next session of Congress, in the House and the Senate. Now, if you want to be one of those people, you want to be involved, it will cost you nothing to go to freedomworksforme.com. That's their website, and prowl around there. See what's there. Find out what they do. Find out how you get to know the people involved there. You never know. Might be right up your alley. Might not, but you'll never know till you try. freedomworksforme.com. And they really do work for you, by the way. You'll be inspired to find out all the candidates they've helped, the ways in which they can make you feel included too. freedomworksforme.com. Here's Jerry in Chicago. Open line Friday. Great to have you here, sir. Hi.
Good afternoon, Rush. I just wanted to thank you for educating America, and I'd like to help you in that regard by explaining the error in the potato chip bag controversy. You take a bag of potato chips, drop a 10-pound weight on it, remove the weight, open the bag, you've got potato chips. Take the air out, drop a 10-pound weight on it, open the bag, and you have potato chip dust.
You're going way, way back. You had a young man call here some weeks ago and wanted to know why there's more air in a potato chip bag since Obama was elected.
It's there for protection. Obama didn't do it.
The air is in the bag for protection?
Yep. Simple as that.
Okay. Why, does it keep them from being crushed and stuff?
Yes. The air takes up the weight of the 10-pound weight rather than the chips taking up the power of the weight.
Okay, so, and all that air in there is like a cushion.
Yes.
So that when you finally get that bag of chips home, they're not crumbs.
You got it.
They're still chips.
You got it. Thanks again.
You're welcome. That's an Open Line Friday call. Is that it? 3 weeks ago, a 9-year-old called here. Wanted to know why there's more air in a bag of Lay's potato chips since Obama was elected. And he thought there might be a conspiracy. And, of course, I furthered his thinking in that regard. When you got a 9-year-old, you take advantage of it. And so this guy's calling to throw cold water on all the hard work that I did. He said, no, Obama's got nothing to do with it. He was 12 years old. 12. Here's Roy in Chester, South Carolina. Great to have you on the program, sir. Hello.
Yes, hello, Rush. How are you?
Good.
It's nice to talk with you, sir. Thank you for all that you do.
You bet. I appreciate that, sir, very much.
And I also want to tell you, you're not the Paul Revere. You are the George Washington of the movement.
Well, thanks much.
And I just wanted to bring up a point that you mention a lot, or actually lately on your show, and that is the random acts of journalism.
Yeah.
Being committed. And it's very, just that sentence is funny. It's funny in itself. And you know something, I agree 100% with you, but I wonder, do you think that it's possible there's more to this than meets the eye? And the reason why I say that is...
Wait, more to what?
The random acts of journalism. Do you think that there's more to it? Do you think it's just Anderson Cooper gets up in the morning and decides, I'm going to be honest today on my show?
No. No, I don't think that happens, because I don't think the feeling would last that long. He shows at night, he gets up in the late morning. I don't know. I know. But now you're raising an interesting question. Why are the random acts random?
Exactly.
That's what you're essentially asking me.
Exactly. I mean, are they... Is it? I mean, I don't want to go as far out there as to say that is the news media starting to turn on Obama?
No. Don't tease yourself that way.
Okay.
That is not happening. That is the last possible explanation to answer your question. It's a good question. Why are the random acts random? You know, I'll tell you, in both recent random acts journalism on CNN, the target has been Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz. The last time it happened, it was Wolf Blitzer going after Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz. For the same reason Anderson went. She wasn't telling the truth. Wolf was saying, look, I forget what Wolf was talking to her about, but it was cut and dried, crystal clear. He kept saying, Debbie, look, they didn't say that. That's not what they believe. And she kept saying, you're wrong, Wolf. Here's what they think, and everybody knows it. And with Anderson, it was the same thing. So both random acts of journalism have involved Wolf Blitzer and Anderson Cooper attempting to protect themselves. I'll tell you what I think it is. Now that you ask and I articulate this answer, I think what it is strictly their own reaction to Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz. I think it is so obvious that she's a partisan hack. It is so blatantly obvious that she is nothing but a robotic partisan hack that they cannot afford to let the woman go by unchallenged. But
I agree.
But they're not really challenging her. If you'll note, particularly Anderson, and I've got to say this. I have to say this, folks. I alluded to it earlier. Last night, I'm sitting and I'm minding my own business, bothering nobody, and all of a sudden I'm deluged with email about how Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz has just been humiliated by Anderson Cooper. He cleaned her clock. He mopped the floor with her. You've got to see it. Well, I don't watch video on computers much because of the hearing aspect of it. So I waited. I knew that Cookie would have a soundbite. So I didn't hear any of this till I played them for you today. And as I played them, I didn't hear her clock getting cleaned. And I didn't hear the floor being mopped with her. And I didn't even hear her being humiliated. What I heard was Anderson Cooper trying to help her and protect us. Look, we're trying to be honest here, Debbie. We're trying to get the facts out. We don't want to be wrong. If she had been a Republican trying to do what she was doing, he'd have been in there with both fists and pounding away. But it was kid gloves. She got her message out. For whatever length of time that by, 2 minutes, she was able to perpetrate the lie that her point was that Romney's lying when he says that he's for a rape exception in abortion. She's saying, no, he doesn't. He doesn't really believe that. He's just saying it. And Anderson Cooper, well, no, he's never said it, Debbie. I mean, he doesn't write the platform, but it doesn't matter, Wolf or Anderson. Romney's an evil, mean guy. He's a felon, puts a dog on the roof of the car, wants everybody in chains, and he wants women not to be able to have abortion. That's all. And she got the message out. And Anderson, I think it's all about these guys trying to distance themselves from her a little bit. I think it's specific to her because she's not that likable, because she's so over the top that, and if you're going to be a collaborator with the regime, you have to have credibility. And if you are seen as nothing but a fellow hack, then it's going to be tougher to maintain the illusion. So I would not for a moment, Roy, think that what it means is the media is finally seeing the light about Obama. That's not it at all.